number... I can't tell you which episode number this is, but if you guys follow the title of this, you'll see what number episode this is. My name is Lillian. I am your host. This is the Hub City Fibers podcast. This is a podcast about knitting and my fiber story, my fiber life. I want to thank everyone who's coming back to watch this. Thank you so much for following along and listening to me talk about my fiber story and my fiber life. And to new viewers, thank you so much for stopping by, and welcome to my little corner of the web where I talk mostly about whatever craft in the fiber community that I have started, mostly spinning and knitting, and yeah, just like my life as a fiber artist. So I'm the independent dyer behind Hub City Fibers. This is the yarn that you find behind me. I don't know if I'm out of focus. Can't see. Yeah, so this might be out of focus. Sorry about that. I just can't see from far away. So anyways, in this podcast episode, I will have some vlog footage of my spinning guild that I went to in the hellomellow handspun studio, which is located in Red Hook, Brooklyn. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to break this podcast up into pretty much some announcements that I have for the shop, as well as some vending information on Vogue Knitting Live. I will also go into works in progress, and I will also talk about some finished objects, which I don't think I talked about on the episode yet, or on the podcast yet. So let's get into it. So as you guys know, Vogue Knitting Live is coming up. It is the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of January 17th. I will be vending with Nitty City, so I will be in Nitty City's booth. You can come and visit me. I will be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I believe. I'm really looking forward to this event. This is my first time at Vogue Knitting Live in New York City, so if you guys have any tips and tricks, or anyone have any advice that have gone to Vogue Knitting Live, please don't be shy and leave a comment down below on what any sort of tip and trick that you may have in navigating Vogue Knitting Live. I think I'm going to vlog the entire show, so stay tuned for that. Definitely hit the subscribe button if you're interested in seeing what's it like to go into Vogue Knitting Live and pretty much what it's all about. I'm sure there's other people that have vlogged about it in the past, so if you guys are interested, definitely search Vogue Knitting Live, maybe in the year that you want to see that it happened. I believe it's the 10-year anniversary, so I'm really lucky to be going during such a momentous year. 10 years at Vogue Knitting Live is pretty crazy, so I am so happy to be partnering with Nitty City, which is located in the Upper West Side, and vending with them. So yeah, I'm really excited. Again, if you've been to Vogue Knitting Live or you're going this year, please tell me down below what you expect to do, what you expect to buy. Like, I'm really interested in seeing, you know, what it is that people love to buy in these festivals, especially Vogue Knitting Live. Because I feel like every yarn festival is very different. Like Edinburgh Yarn Festival, I feel like people are really going for the UK-based wool, or wool that's in, you know, the UK area, in Scotland and stuff like that. And then New York Sheep and Wool is mostly focused on New York American farmers, the sheep industry in the United States, and also artists that have just been around and have been at the Dutchess County Fairgrounds doing Rhinebeck. And then I think those are the only two fiber festivals that I've been to. Oh, and then there's Allentown Fiber Festival, which is in Pennsylvania. I feel like they're like a mix of both indie dyers as well as farmers and their sheep and their natural wool. So yeah, anyway, I digress. Yesterday I had the amazing time at hellomellow handspun studio in Red Hook. I know I said I was going to talk about that later, but I think I'm going to just put the vlog footage here so you guys can enjoy it. If you guys are not interested in seeing that vlog footage, I'll put a timer right here where you guys can go ahead and skip to the rest of the podcast where I talk about my works in progress and a finished object that I had. So, yeah.
So funny, I was like, oh, let's go early just in case. I actually wanted to Oh, really beautiful.
Yep. Thank you.
I haven't seen that one yet.
The beautiful wall.
Thanks. You know, you run out of storage, and so you have to start stacking things.
I love stacking.
I pay to have the yarn manufactured, but she was friends with a farmer who gave her like a batch of fleeces, and it was called the Great White Bale. And that blog she turned into the book that just came out, The Vanishing Fleece.
So I am at Hello Handspun studio here in Red Hook, Brooklyn, and I have this moment alone so I can like, oh my God, this is like a dream come true, this studio. She has all these books. She even has some of Clara Park's yarn, and she just is like, wow, this is like crafter heaven. I'm like so happy right now. So yeah, we're getting together. It's gonna be a bunch of spinners, and we're gonna be spinning and just having fun in this beautiful space, and it's gonna be very memorable. So I'll take you guys along.
Okay. We're working with place, right?
Does anybody want any wings or anything from Dinosaur Barbecue?
Oh, good, thank you.
Anybody wants anything?
You can put it in there.
Tried any of the other ones, so maybe I'm being too
Wow, that's so cool. You're combing?
Yeah.
Can I just gonna video your hands?
Go ahead. I wish I had done my nails.
Wow, look at that crimp.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Oh, you guys got donuts, 7th Ave donuts.
Yeah, I had no time to cook, so that's what I got.
So do I.
Any tips?
So we are in the midst of spinning. Everyone say hello.
Hi.
Yes, we're having so much fun. And I'm vlogging, and Alex is supposed to be vlogging, but he's not. So yeah. Oh.
Wow, thank you for watching my channel. Bye.
Bye.
Vlogging it.
What are we doing? What are we doing here? We're doing a fiber swap.
We're doing a fiber swap.
Fiber swap.
The number to get.
I'm the last one. Because no one wants my cooties.
Oh, wait, number.
I found it. I found it.
Wait, before you go between
You can't look. That's cheating.
I got one for the Danes.
I will stop at any of y'all.
He has pink eye, so.
Who wanna get strangled?
Maria, can you put it up? Let me see what you got. Wow.
So beautiful.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Gorgeous. Show us.
I wrapped it in the bright color because I'm like, oh, I hope someone who likes bright paper picks a bright.
Oh, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
So tall.
Because I don't like green.
I had green wrapping.
Wow. Oh. Since we were in the neighborhood, we decided to go to Brooklyn General. Say hi, Max. I'll show you guys around.
Mommy, I thought we were doing that for the accent pillow.
No, sweetie, we're not, because we can only buy at least a quarter yard, sweetie. That's a lot of fabric. Was that a misunderstanding? From the accent pillow?
Welcome back. I'm so glad that you guys got to see that in a little, you know, that footage, like as if you guys were there. I had such a fun time with all these fiber artists. Alex Creates, Wool and the Dane, Sarah from Purple Alpaca Green Goat, and also everyone else that joined. I want to thank Heather so much. She's the owner of Hellomellow Handspun. I want to thank her so much for allowing us in her beautiful, beautiful studio. As you guys saw, I was really so appreciative of her space and just how beautifully curated the entire room was. It was like fiber heaven, as I said. So I hope you guys really liked that vlog footage. I want to thank everyone who came out. I always have such a good time meeting up with my spinner friends, and you know, let me know down below. Do you guys go and meet up with some knitters, or do you guys meet up with spinners? I'd love to know down below, like, you know, what is it that makes your group so special, and what's your favorite, you know, what's your favorite moment in these times when you're meeting up with people that do the same crafts as you. I'd love to know if you want to let me down below. So anyways, let's move on to works in progress. So my first work in progress is a sock. I do have I have a hoe, which is a half object. This is my Stephen West wool sock that I'm making for the husband. It's using West wool and Tuca wool. And I did a contrasting heel, cuff, and toe. I'm using Tuca wool, which is a Finnish natural wool from Finland that I got at a Royal Yard Festival. And then this gorgeous yellow that my husband picked out is a West wool in his bicycle base, which is a Dutch breed mixed with the Falkland wool. And honestly, it is a dream to knit up. I don't believe that he sells West wool in the United States yet, but I'm sure that there are some online retailers that you can look up that will sell it. I highly, highly recommend this wool. It is really, really, it's a very, you could tell that there was a lot of work that was put into the creation and the blend of this wool. And I highly recommend it. I think these socks will get a lot of love because Steve really loves wearing like the hand socks that I make him. So I do have a hoe, and then this is where I'm at in the project. I have the I'm on the leg part, but essentially I do 20 rounds of the cuff, then I knit, and then yeah, I do bottom up. I'm sorry, I do top down socks, and I'm using double pointed needles, the Like A needles in US size 2. And yeah, that is living in my little Turkish bag that I got in Turkey, and I never thought it would be a sock holder, but it's pretty much where all of my knitted socks knit. And these are the 2 yarns that I'm using. You can't see, it's kind of blurry, but yeah, that's what's in there. Another project that I have been working on that I literally casted on right after Rhinebeck, but I just haven't got the time to really work on, is my Carabeth shawl, or my Carabeth sweater. I'm done with the body, and I know I swore that I would never do a bottom up sweater, but you know how I am. I casted on another bottom up sweater, even though I don't like it. I prefer top down. And this is what it is, and it is using this wool that I got at Rhinebeck. Pretty affordable too. It was like $10 a skein, and I bought like 4 of them. So this sweater is going to be like 40 bucks. And that is living in this bag. I am currently on the sleeve. So when you knit this sweater, it is bottom up. So you're working the body first. Then you knit the sleeves separately. And then I guess I'm going to attach the sleeves and finish the top. This is my progress on the first sleeve. So second sleeve syndrome is real, and I'm suffering from it. And I am using Like A needles, and I got these on Etsy because I like to just work on double pointed. But these are US size 9. The ribbing that I did is a smaller circumference. I think I'm using US size 7 for the cuff of the sleeve, and I just have to knit 1 more of these, and then I can progress to the next step. But I don't see that happening anytime soon because honestly, I'm really into spinning right now. The last spinning project that I did is this, but I'll show that in a little bit. That's pretty much all I've been working on. I have been dying to cast on a Fair Isle sweater project or a sweater using my new Amazing base, which is 100% superwash merino, and it is an Aran weight yarn. I will have a lot of this at Vogue Knitting Live, so yeah, I'm excited about that. Yeah, spinning's been taking my heart, and honestly, this is the skein that I've been working on. It is this, it's 100% Polworth, and I just 2-plied it. And I love the way that this yarn came out. It's really, really beautiful, and it's for sale, and it's a lot of yardage. I actually think I wrote it down somewhere, but I might have to recount the yardage on this. So yeah, it's absolutely stunning. So, that's that. So, on to finished objects. I'm not sure if I showed this finished object on the podcast yet, but it is the husband sweater that I finished. He has been wearing it a lot, and it is the Jared Flood pattern. It's the Jared Flood pattern. It is a bottom up. It took me almost a year to finish because it was a pain in the ass, honestly, to work on this sweater. But I'm so glad I finished it, and I'm so glad it's getting all the wear and tear that it deserves because it honestly is great wool. It's using Brooklyn tweed wool, which I really like woolen spun. And this is a worsted weight sweater. It took forever because of all the detailings of the actual sweater, but I don't recommend the pattern, to be honest, unless you like to put yourself through hell. But I will let you decipher that. That's pretty much it for finished objects. I guess I'll go ahead and talk a little bit about my acquisitions that I have purchased. I do have some other stuff that I purchased, but I haven't gotten in the mail. I guess I'll talk about that after Vogue Knitting Live because I'm sure I'll have a haul to talk about once Vogue Knitting Live is done. But yesterday, since I was in Brooklyn, I did decide to make a little pit stop at Brooklyn General, and I bought some really cool stuff, and I also got to meet the lovely Emily Sweeney, who used to be a dyer, or she has a podcast. She used to be a podcaster, but she's taking a little bit of a break. I used to follow her on YouTube and Instagram, or I do follow her, but she's just, life has been kind of busy, but she works at Brooklyn General. It was so nice meeting you. She's probably not watching the podcast, but if you are, it was really, really nice meeting you in person. It's always nice to meet people that you meet online that have the same interest as you. So yeah, I went to Brooklyn General and I got myself some Coopworth silver since I'm like obsessed with spinning right now. And I will be spinning this up. This is about 4 ounces. I did get to spin some of it up. It does spin really beautifully. It's very natural. Not sure if I don't think it's long staple, but I don't think it's like a sticky wool. So it's not like your traditional slippery short staple length yarn, but I'll try to put a picture here of what the sheep looks like and a little bit more information about the kind of wool that it's like to spin. Coopworth silver. So I got 4 ounces of that. It was the only fiber that they had in the shop, so I'm like really into buying like spinning supplies. I also, from the swap yesterday, from the swap got wool for the dames, Shetland baby alpaca and Polworth Rolags, and it's these. I'm literally almost done. I'm literally almost done spinning all of these up, but she is a wonderful, wonderful fiber artist, and these are what the Rolags look like. It is super lovely to spin these. And you will definitely find these at Vogue Knitting Live in a skein because, again, like I said, I am almost done finishing these, but they're really, really nice. Yeah, so on top of that, thank you so much. I had so much fun. We did like a little Yankee swap. We usually call it, in this neck of the woods, we call it white elephant, but yeah. I also picked up some wool wash. This is the Tough woolen soap. I've never tried this before, but I've seen it all around. It's pretty much spatified oils of olive oil, coconut, and some palm and water, and it has some lanolin, and it's made for, washing your hand knits. So I'm really excited to try this. I did get this in the plum and amber scent. And it smells so freaking good. Yeah, so I'm pretty much gonna end the episode here. Thank you guys so much. I know it was a little bit of a short episode, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button and leave a comment down below if you so please. But yeah, I will see you guys after Vogue Knitting Live, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.